Good morning, students. Let's continue our chapter Mother's Day, and we are here at the page number 45. And here, Mrs. Pearson, who really revealed a truth to Mr. George that his old friend call him Pompey Ompy Pearson and make fun of him, but he doesn't believe. That is why he is asking the same question to his son Cyril, who sometime goes with his dad to the club. George: Here, Cyril, you have been with me to the club once or twice. They don't laugh at me, call me Pompey Ompy Pearson, do they? Cyril, embarrassed, hesitate angrily to go on. Tell me, do they? Cyril, embarrassed, well, yes, Dad, I am afraid they do. सारिल ने एक्सेप्ट किया कि उनके सारे फ्रेंड जो हैं उन्हें पॉम्पी ऑम्पी पियर्सन कहते हैं. ये बात सुन के जॉर्ज को बहुत गुस्सा आया. जॉर्ज स्लोली: वेल आई विल बी डैम. इट मीन्स उन्होंने उसको इंसल्ट किया है. एंड रियली ही विल सी दैम. जॉर्ज एग्जिट्स लेफ्ट स्लोली ऑलमोस्ट एज इफ समबडी हैड हिट हिम ओवर द हेड. सारिल आफ्टर वॉचिंग हिम टू गो टर्न इंडिग्नेंटली टू मिसेस पियर्सन. जॉर्ज वहाँ से बहुत एम्बेरस होके चले जाते हैं. सारिल अपनी मदर से कहते हैं, नाउ यू शुड नॉट हैव टोल्ड हिम दैट. मम, दैट्स नॉट फेयर, यू हैव हर्ट हिज फीलिंग माइंड टू. इट मीन्स कि तुम्हें सच नहीं बोलना चाहिए था, आपने उनकी फीलिंग्स को हर्ट किया है. मिसेस पियर्सन: सम टाइम इट डज पीपल गुड टू हैव दियर फीलिंग हर्ट. इट मीन्स टू से इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू रिवील द ट्रूथ in front of the people. The truth ought not to hurt anybody for long. If your father didn't go to the club so often, perhaps they would stop laughing at him. Cyril: I doubt it. कि अगर तुम्हारे फादर रेगुलरली क्लब नहीं जाते तो शायद उनका इस तरह मजाक नहीं उड़ाया जाता. मिसिस पियर्सन severely: possibly you do, but what I doubt is whether your opinion worth having. What do you know? Nothing. You spend too much time and good money at the greyhound races and dirt tracks and ice shows. Now, Mrs. Pearson, actually, the lady who is playing the role of Mrs. Pearson, I am telling you again and again, she is not Mrs. Pearson, she is actually Mrs. Fizzle. And she is just trying to make the people conscious about their personal life, what they are doing, where they are going, and what are their responsibilities and duties as well. So she is telling that as Doris have some bad habits, and because she is not very mature to select her own boyfriend, same Mr. George is also a failure to searching out the friendship over there. And here she is telling the truth to Cyril also, who spends a lot of money in races, dirt tracks and ice shows. Cyril: well, what if I do? I have got to enjoy myself somehow, haven't it? Mrs. Pearson: I wouldn't mind so much if you were really enjoying yourself. But are you? And where's is getting you? There is a sharp hurried knocking heard of. They both were talking and suddenly they heard a knocking at their door. Cyril: might be for me, I will see. It means maybe somebody outside who is calling the Cyril. He was expecting so. Cyril hurries out left. In a moment he re-enters, closing the door behind him. It's that silly old bag from next door. What he said? Silly old bag. And these words of Cyril, it is for Mrs. Pearson. Actually, the lady who was at the door was Mrs. Fizzle. Apparently, but insidely she was Mrs. Pearson. Mrs. Fizzle: you don't want her here, do you? Mrs. Pearson: certainly I do. Ask her in, and don't call her a silly old bag either. She is a very nice woman with a lot more sense than you will ever have. Mrs. Pearson is praising herself. Mrs. Fizzle: and it's really very funny situation when a lady, actually Mrs. Pearson, insidely Mrs. Fizzle is praising herself. Cyril exits left. Mrs. Pearson finishes her stout, smacking her lips. Cyril re-enter left and ushering in Mrs. Fizzle, who hesitates in the doorway. The lady who was outside hesitates to enter because she was Mrs. Pearson, and the character itself, because she is not so much straightforward as Mrs. Fizzle, So she is really scared to get enter inside the home, because she is thinking that how what is going on inside the home and what mess have been done by Mrs. Fizzle there. Come in, Mrs. Fizzle. Mrs. Fizzle, moving to left center and anxiously, I just wonder. No, it isn't. Mrs. Pearson, of course it is. You be quiet. And why should I be quiet? Shouting because I tell you to, you silly, spoiled young patients. And protesting nervously, oh no, surely. And severely, now, Mrs. Fizzle, just let me manage my family in my own way. Please. Fizzled, yes, but Cyril. And then sulky and glowing, because he was looking very angry. Mr. Cyril Pearson, to you, please, Mrs. Fizzle. Cyril stalks off in the kitchen. Mrs. Pearson is just trying to make Mrs. Fizzle calm down. Cyril, who is thinking as usual that her mom sitting in front of him, but actually he does not know the lady who is sitting in front of him is not his mom. She is Mrs. Fizzle, and here the lady who entered inside, actually she is Mrs. Pearson, and she just want to make Mrs. Fizzle calm down and to stop all the things she want to do there. Mrs. Fizzle moving to the settee, whispering, oh dear, what's happening? She is very much anxious to know what's going on inside the home and what scene have been created by Mrs. Fizzle and Pearson. Calmly, nothing much, just putting them in their places, that's all. Doing what you ought to have done long since. इट मीन्स टू से, जो आज मैं कर रही हूँ तुम्हें पहले ही कर लेना चाहिए था. मैं उन्हें यही बता रही हूँ कि उनका एग्जिस्टेंस क्या है, वो किस प्लेस पर हैं, उनका एक्चुअली में वो लोग कहाँ पर स्टैंड करते हैं. Fizzle, is George home? She sits beside Mrs. Pearson on the settee. Okay students, let's enjoy this drama. Continue tomorrow. Goodbye.